lives. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning or good afternoon. I did get up this morning, but about 10 minutes before the Bronco game. So if I do this during halftime, I'll miss some of the game, but yeah, that's all right. I missed plenty of the game drinking, so. And I have the pause button, so I can always pause it. Give me just a second. I realized it was warm in here. And welcome, Michelle. Good to see you. All right. Speaking of going places and not remembering, Jason Mraz concert. I remember part of it. I remember that I got us to the fourth row. So, hope everybody's having a good day. I woke up kind of pissy. And I was going to go live and do a PSA about the group because, man, we got to watch the posting on there. I'll do the PSA later. It'll be a regular live. Today, we're continuing step 12. I thought it would take me 2 or 3, but this is the third one, and I'm not sure we're even halfway through it yet. But we're doing pretty good with it, I think. For those of you that are new, I usually get started about 3-minute mark. We're about 20 seconds away from that. That gives people time to come on and say hello and see how your day is and such. Refreshing. Hi, Ingrid. Okay, my producer's here. I can get started. Here at the 3-minute mark, per as usual. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I don't know what I'm doing. If you're here, please say hello. Yeah, get your iced tea. I'm good. Actually, I'm crabby today. I am crabby. And I woke up and I have a bunch of cleaning I need to get done. Dishes are driving me crazy. Dog peed on the floor. It could be a lot worse. I'll put it that way. All right, we're on page 112. Let's do this. And I believe you were talking about the spiritual awakening and what it is. All right. I'm just going to do the last line of the last paragraph here. Can we find a new joy of living and trying to do something about all these things? Okay. And all these things are our day-to-day life, like waking up in the morning and seeing that you have dishes to do, that dogs peed on the floor. Yeah, it's 12 by 12. Step 12 in the 12 by 12. On page 112. A lot of 12s today. 12 by 12, page 112. On step 12. Doing step 12 and then 12 by 12 on page 112. Okay. All right. Furthermore, how shall we come to terms with seeming failure or success? We do need to come to terms with both of these, including success. Success can be harder to overcome than failure. I'm used to failure more than I am success. I should say was. I'm now more familiar with success than I am failure. because I can utilize the principles in the program to determine what kind of day I'm going to have. Okay. See, I was going to come on, do a PSA and yell and scream for people doing stupid crap in the group. But I decided, no, I'm going to do this one first. And I'm like, well, it's going to interfere with my game. Who cares? Who cares, man? Can we now accept and adjust to either without despair or pride? See, a lot of times our feelings just don't belong in these situations. They just don't. They don't. Problems don't necessarily require my feelings. Okay. Am I going to have feelings? Yes. What I do with them is what's going to count. That's what matters. Do I still get angry? Yes. Do I let it have control anymore? No. No, I don't like being angry. Can we accept poverty, sickness, loneliness, and bereavement with courage and serenity? Can we steadfastly content ourselves with the humbler yet sometimes more durable satisfactions when the brighter, more glittering achievements are denied us? Sometimes there are days when I ask God, I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? I'm seeing no result. I'm not feeling, yeah, and it's self-pity. I get into this quite often. Okay. No point lying about it. I'm far from perfect. Right. So are we going to be able to muster the courage and serenity? Yeah, you'll be able to. Okay. It isn't about less fear. It's about more courage. You want more courage is what you want. You want more serenity. The AA answer to these questions about living is yes, all of these things are possible. We know this because we see monotony, pain, and even calamity turned into good use by those who keep on trying to practice the AA 12 steps. And if these are facts of life for many alcoholics who have recovered in AA, they could become the facts of life for many more. It has just become a fact of life. That's what it is. I'm going to close the door here because I have not balanced the washer. A lot of truth telling today. I'm telling myself a lot today. Dion has not balanced the washer. I've got a very big honey to-do list today. I'm not going to get to half of it. That's all right. It's all right. Of course, all AAs, even the best, fall short of such achievements as a consistent thing. I don't think that there is a best. I don't think that there is a winner or loser in this situation. We're all winners. In this situation, we're all winners. It's going to look different, and that's okay. That's all right. Okay. Some days I do great with. Some of these, I'm one of the best. Some days I'm one of the worst. Okay. But most days I'm in the middle. I'm neither the best nor the worst. I'm just Dion. I don't need to be the best or worst at something. I just need to be me. Okay. Anything beyond that's a gift. It is for me anyway. Of course, it falls short of such achievement without necessarily taking that first drink. We often get quite off the beam. Our troubles sometimes begin with indifference. Indifference is one of the worst places you can be. Indifference is a very dangerous word. It means you don't care. Okay? And when I drink on the fuckets, you know what I do? I hop in cars. I become a very dangerous person because I don't care. Okay? And right here is proof that our disease does not require alcohol for it to progress. Alcoholism is a progressive disease, but it does not require alcohol. Yeah. The Beam, yeah. I used to drink Beam. but that's not what they're talking about. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Yeah, we can get off far off the beam. How will you know? You'll be for me. I become very angry. Yep, everybody becomes the enemy. That's how I know. Okay. We are sober and happy in our AA work. Things go well at home and office. We naturally congratulate ourselves on what later proves to be far too easy and superficial point of view. We temporarily cease to grow because we feel satisfied that there is no need for all of AA's 12 steps for us. You will hear me say quite often, I am unsatisfied. That means I don't feel like I've done the work that I need to do for that day. Okay. I am never satisfied with this work. It's never, oh, that's great. No, nope. There's always something to learn. There's always something to see. There's always something to get out of it, usually good, right? Because we can see the forest for the trees if we do all the work. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. We're doing fine on a few of them. Maybe we're doing fine on only two of them. Oh, two steppers. The first step and part of the 12th step where we carry the message in AA slang, that blissful state is known as two-stepping, and it can go on for years. Yeah. It can go on for a long time. Long time. Okay. These people are always positive. Okay. You'll know this person because toxic, you're not being positive. That's not how you should look at it. Just be positive. And they use positivity as an attitude. Well, you got to have a positive attitude, do the next right thing. That's exactly what a two-stepper will say. Chris, you didn't try and do all the steps. You did all the steps. Claim your shit, man. Right? The best intention of us, the best intentioned, can fall for two-stepping illusion. Sooner or later, the peak cloud stage wears off and things go disappointingly dull. We begin to think that AA doesn't pay off after all. We become puzzled and discouraged, and then that's it. I'll tell you where that usually happens. Fourth step. Fourth step is where that usually happens. Okay? Because it's time to get to work. And a lot of people just don't want to do it. It scares the living crap out of them, and I get it. I understand it. Okay? And when it comes to that, I don't pray for them for this. What I pray is that they have the courage to do it, man, because it's not easy. I think it was a little easier for me because I was used to doing it. I've been going to therapy since I was 12. I'm used to self-searching. Then perhaps life, as the way we've been doing, suddenly hands us a great big lump that we can't even begin to swallow, let alone digest. We fail to work for promotion. We lose that good job. Maybe there are serious domestic or romantic difficulties, or perhaps that boy we thought God was looking after becomes a military casualty. Ooh. But what a release after that ninth step. Absolutely. And I think the best thing about the ninth step, and I love the 10th step is tough too. Sure it is. It's because of the justice. You provided your own justice. You said, hey, I did something wrong. It wasn't cool. I'm changing it. That's justice. Has somebody ever done something wrong to you and then they came back and took care of it? Didn't you feel justice? Yeah. Then perhaps as it has way of doing so. Okay. What then have we alcoholics in AA got, or what can we get? The resources to meet these calamities which come to so many. These were problems of life which we could never face up to. Can we now, with the help of God as we understand them, handle them as well and bravely as our non alcoholic friends often do? Can we transform these calamities into assets, sources of growth and comfort to ourselves and those about us? Well, surely, we surely have a chance if we switch from two stepping to 12 stepping. If we are willing to receive the grace, that grace of God, which can sustain and strengthen us in any catastrophe, the grace of God. But for the grace of God, how long is this step? I feel at least two more. Time we have. Okay. We're going to go through another page here and then we'll go ahead and wrap up. So, our basic troubles are the same as everyone else's. But when an honest effort is made to practice these principles in all of our affairs, well-grounded AA seem to have the ability, by God's grace, to take these troubles in stride and turn them into demonstrations of faith. Something bad happens, well, I got to have faith that there's a reason for it. Okay? And the only reason that it's bad is because I think that. It's a perception. And see, there again, my feelings do not need to be involved in it. They're not a requirement. My feelings are not a requirement for me to solve the problem. Okay? We have seen AAs suffer lingering and fatal illness with little complaint and often in good cheer. We have sometimes seen families broken apart by misunderstanding, tensions, or actual infidelity who are reunited by the AA way of life. I've seen this too, but not with infidelity. It's the one that, so. Though the earning power of most AAs is relatively high, we have some members who never seem to get on their feet money-wise, and still others who encounter heavy financial reverses. Ordinarily, we see these situations met with fortitude and faith. I hardly make any money. Now, this is what I do. I do service work, and God provides for me. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, it's not easy. It's not. I get the things that, oh, he's lazy. He just does this. He just wants it. And I'm telling you, no. I'd much rather have a full-time job, 8 to 5, like a normal person. I just want to fit in like everybody else. Just like everybody else, right? Now, what's money, really? Right? My wife is here. Two of my kids live with me and their son. And what more could I ask for? What more could I ask for? Okay, when my kids were going to move in, I was like, no, I don't want it. Now I hardly even notice they're here. I haven't seen my kids in probably 3 days, right? Because they're doing well. They're doing good. Actually, we've all been separated a little bit because everybody keeps getting sick. All right. Like most people, we have found that we could take our big lumps as they come. But also, like others, we have often discovered a greater challenge in the lesser and more continuous problems of our life. Our answers is in still more spiritual development. It's almost always what it is. Spiritual development. Yeah, get closer to God. I go to therapy. Got therapy tomorrow. I have 3 appointments tomorrow, and I should really check to make sure. Oh, shit, I think I'm double booked. Always do that on Mondays. Only by this means can we improve our chances for really happy and useful living. And as we grow spiritually, find that our old attitudes toward our instincts need to undergo a drastic revision. Our desires for emotional security and our desires for emotional security and wealth, for personal prestige and power, for romance, and for family satisfactions. All these have to be tempered and redirected. In other words, I cannot use other people for my own satisfactions. Nope. Got to get rid of the word blame. Okay. We've learned that our satisfactions of instincts cannot be the sole end and aim of our lives. If we place instincts first, we have got the cart before the horse. We shall be pulled backward into disillusionment. But when we are willing to place spiritual growth first, then and only then do we have a real chance. Okay. So when I got here, I was clamoring for alcohol. Okay. But I always felt like I needed something there to fill the hole in my stomach. That sound about right? How many pages will we get through? We got through 3. Let's do another. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I have to go do that list. Okay. We'll stop at 1:15 today. All right. So today we're learning that our instincts for popularity or money, wealth, stuff. I mean, some people like people that hoard, they feel like the more stuff that they have, the better that they're going to feel, right? And so I always utilize these different things like alcohol to make me feel better. When in actuality, what I needed to do is get closer to God and start to solve my own problems and become a good example. And now I just try and become a better example every single day. It's really all I can do as a human being, right? Yeah. All right. I'll probably be back after the Bronco game. I love you all. Thank you for being here. It's good seeing you, Chris. Good seeing you. We had Michelle. We had Ingrid. I think we had one other person, but I'm not sure. All right. Thank y'all. I love you. We'll be back tomorrow for the next part. I love you. I love God. I love AA. Peace out and have a day. Wow, that was a poem.